We're asking if this game is jank.
First game we're doing is called Battletoads and Double Dragon for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This game is made by Trade West and Rare. Ooh, a collaboration.
Ooh, a collab.
And it came out in the year 1993.
I think it's a good collab in that it brings a little bit of both to the party. I think it's a little more Battletoads twinged than Double Dragon.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's how it kind of starts to begin with. They're asking for Double Dragon guys' help.
Right, so they're coming into their game. They're coming into the Battletoads game. The thing that makes this different, or the appeal of it, is the crossover, right? Because that's something you didn't get in video games that often. You wouldn't get these.
Not in 93.
Yeah.
Not in 93.
The story isn't anything to write home about. There's a blip on the screen. Come help us.
I know. It's like we're fighting a blip. I mean, come on now.
Could be something good, could be something bad, but go out there and risk your lives and find out.
For this thing that we can't even describe as something more than a one-syllable blip.
Retrobit. They've been doing reprints of classic games. Some people are on board with this, some people aren't. They might remaster a little bit of it, and then they're adding like instruction book, a nice box, all these like little throw-ins that they throw in there.
What goes into remastering a game?
I think they just take out any buggy code.
It'd be a good opportunity to make a better quality book, maybe better quality packaging.
From what I've seen, the packaging looks like a nice hard shell box that it comes in, but it looks like a Super NES box.
Okay.
So it would fit right amongst your collection.
Okay.
But it's hard case. You know, more like a Sega Genesis box.
Okay. Because you wouldn't want it to be like an exact copy. You know? I mean, what's the point of that? I mean, you're just going to dilute the original's value, really.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
What I've seen, it comes in like a green shell rather than a NES regular shell. It's like a green shell to distinguish it.
Okay.
If you go out and buy this game,
yeah,
$30 loose, right?
$30 loose. All right.
$30 loose isn't too bad. 152 complete in box.
That's a little more of a challenge.
So at $30 for the loose cart, or 152 for a complete in box, or 60 for the reprint, is this game worth it?
152 complete in box?
Yeah, or $60 for the reprint.
I'm not a collector, really, so
right.
Those prices are all insane to me. It would depend on the collection that you already have. If you've already got a collection of loose SNES games, it makes sense to me just to continue the collection as loose.
Yeah.
And at $30, I think it's a fair deal. At 152 complete in box, I think that gets a bit iffy.
Is a reprint worth it then? If there's a collection complete in box, do you need that reprint to even...
To make it worth having... I think a reprint's almost like a placeholder. I'd almost want the $30 loose.
Yeah.
Above the reprint.
I mean, the reprint's cool because it has like memorabilia it comes with. It comes with a bunch of stuff. And if you're a huge fan, I could see wanting to have that. You know, or maybe you're just a collector of the reprints, because Retrobit's been doing these reprints for a couple years now. Well,
is this game jank?
Is it jank? Almost. It's almost jank. There's some parts that are difficult and like cheap, right? But then there's parts where you can cheese it if you have two players, and it becomes easier than it should.
I don't think it's jank because this is one of these perfect weekend rentals. You know, you got a couple guys, you know, you're 15, 16, you're hanging out, you're crashing at the other guy's plaid. You get a couple games for the weekend. You're not going to beat it right away. It's going to take a little time.
Sure. You're
going to get rewarded maybe for getting through it.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of like, moments and
then moments where we found where we could cheese it.
Yeah, yeah. It's a two-player Battletoads game that's beatable. This one is a little easier than, like, let's say, standard Battletoads. It's a little harder than, say, Double Dragon, though.
For that reason, I don't think it's jank.
So we're answering the question, is this jank? No, it's not jank.
The answer is no.
It's decent.